Welcome to The World According to Lowe, the podcast where life, career, and culture converge in captivating ways. Hosted by visionary cinematographer and documentary creator Aloysius Ballard, each episode takes you behind the scenes of the media world, offering a glimpse into the cultural moments that shape our times. The World According to Lowe is your ticket to seeing life through Lowe's lens, where every moment is an opportunity to discover something extraordinary. Let's dive in.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Lowe, man. And we are in the building. People, man. Today is a beautiful day. Man, I wish, where my Palo Santo at, man? Let me get right, man. So, if you do not know, my name is Aloysius Ballard. I am a docu-style filmmaker, photographer, and creative strategist. And man, do I love helping people tell their stories, but not just that, taking them from where they are to where they want to be through authentic and realistic content. And for that, man, I am grateful. I am ever present in knowing that it is a gift that I am given over and over again. And yeah, man, I just want to get on here, man, and just be transparent. I'm trying to live in my content more, like really with just like when I'm feeling some kind of way that I'm here, you know, and I'm like actually becoming the content creator that lives in my head, not what I think y'all want to see. I just got to be myself is what I was told at NAB recently, and by some others, that I take their advice very seriously. You know, I don't listen to everybody, but for those that I do, like, man, I vibe with, and I try to implement it in the best way possible. And if you're pulling this podcast up, if you're a listener, then you will know that one of the things about me that makes me who I am is my ability to care for things in this world that matter. And most importantly, I have a love for people to see them be their best. Now, that's not always reciprocated, and that's going to get to some of the talking points that we have today. But for the most part, like, you know, it has helped shape me into who I am today. Now, today's episode, man, it's going to be a little different. If you know, you already hear, I got my if you hear this soundtrack ever in any content that I'm cooking, you know I'm on my philosophical-ish. You know that I am here to have a heart-to-heart. The heart, you know? And I ain't gonna cap, like it's a little different, man, being like just open in front of like people that listen to and see you. But like, I think we need more of that in the world today. Today we're gonna be talking about giving yourself permission. What do you mean, Lo, giving yourself permission? Well, let me change it up. Giving myself permission, right? I read this quote that says, sometimes the slowdown is the setup for the breakthrough. Giving myself permission. Sometimes the slowdown is the setup for the breakthrough. Recently, man, in this last, really 2024 was a year for me, dog. Like, it was one of those years where, like, I had so many good things happen, but then it felt like a lot of things just stopped. Felt like I was running, but then I kept hitting quicksand. And that may not make sense, but in my mind, that's what it felt like. Like I would just see these things happening, and I would be in these opportunities where it was like beautiful, man. It was like smelling rain for the first time. And then like just when I was getting comfortable in it, like that rain turned into a storm. If you don't know, there's definitely a difference between a summer rain, a soft rain, and a storm. It doesn't smell the same. It doesn't feel the same. And then coming into 2025, I was like, yo, I gotta readjust, man. I'm doing my strategy. I'm making these goals, these benchmarks for quarter one. We're in quarter two now. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, man, I'm locking in. I'm going to be producing these amount of podcasts for this amount of money. I'm going to be doing these type of docu-style, you know, projects for this amount of money. I'm going to be doing this on the creative strategy side. Going to really lock in. Nope. Nope. Nah, G. That ain't how it worked. And I'm still manifesting. I'm still believing. I know that things can change within our lives in a matter of time. Like, I'm talking like snaps, and things just could be different. Then I realized the pause is a blessing in disguise. See, right now, things are slower than they usually are. And instead of letting that shake me, instead of letting that break me, I'm choosing to receive it as a gift. See, I had to confront something within myself that I put off. Maybe you'll understand when I say this. I had to stop putting off my own voice, my own vision, my own content. I'm always on everybody else about always be documenting. And I document everywhere I go. But see, I learned that documenting is not actually just doing the same thing as creating it into art or content. It's a form of content. It's an additive. But none of it matters if I'm not showing up with my own voice, with my own vision. I'm looking at everybody else do all these things, and I am like, what are the things that excite me? I love sitting here talking to you guys. It is therapy to me. You see, communication was not always something that I embraced. See, growing up, I had a lot of things happen to me where I got comfortable in shutting down. Like, I felt powerless a lot of my youth, like a lot of my younger self days, like in this world. I just felt like my voice only mattered in certain places. And that when I was in the presence of those who I felt should have been the ones listening, it was often neglected and not valued. But I learned to just compartmentalize that. I would take all those feelings, all that hurt, disappointment, all of my grandiose self, and I would put that away. Just lock it away. Just lock it away. Just lock it away. Just throw it away. And that's not who I needed to be. And those things that you lock away still stay with you as you get older and older and older. But I used it in my mind to fuel me to become really talented and skilled in so many things. There was nothing that I would put my hands to that I did not complete and finish. Even to this day, if there's something I set my mind to do, you best believe your boy is going to do it. But I realize a lot of times we do things not for ourselves, but because we want the acceptance of others. For too long, I prioritized the grind. And the next gig, and the next gig, and the next gig. I prioritized what everybody else thought I should be doing. But now, I'm really comfortable in putting my desires first. Remember, we're talking about giving ourselves permission. That sometimes the slowdown is the setup for the breakthrough. See, I'm not doing this out of selfishness. I'm not going to rush past that because, boy, that was a mountain to climb. Am I being selfish for wanting my life and the breath that I take and the things that I do to be something that just makes me fulfilled in my life? See, people will applaud you when you dedicate your skills and your desires to something that benefits them. But when they have to do something to sacrifice for you, then it becomes conflict. And we become the recipients of selfishness in their eyes because it no longer serves them, but it serves us. But that's not why we do this. That is not why we give ourselves permission. We give ourselves permission because it is our voice. It is our vision that we need to see come to life. Ooh, if y'all could know the work and the steps it's taken me to get to where we are right now in this conversation. Like, I'm literally sitting here like, man, what took you so long to get here, dog? See, there's a certain thing called alignment. Just like your vehicle, you have 4 tires. They all have to align for us to go in the same direction, to forward. For you to be able to drive effortlessly, there needs to be alignment. Now, you may hit a pothole, you may hit a speed bump, you may hit a object in your path that causes one tire to somehow get out of alignment. It doesn't matter what race, creed, color, gender. Any driver that has gotten behind the wheel of a vehicle out of alignment would say the same thing. Something is wrong with this car. It is pulling in a direction that I'm not taking it. You may want to go straight, it's pulling to the right. You may want to go straight, it's pulling to the left. And even though you can still have motion, it causes for opportunities for disaster to happen within that driver's job of doing what he needs to do. And that is what we do in our own lives when we are not in alignment. See, our purpose and our desires, our vision for who we are tells us where we're going. But then we allow other things to offset our alignment. They pull us away from the direction we need to be going. And that is something we have to prioritize, to correct. Now, in this time of where things have gotten slow, I've been seeing the signs of me taking content a lot more serious, talking to the people that I know I'm talking to. A lot of you are creatives, yes. A lot of you, I didn't know my male demographic was as high as it is. And I know that we as men, as gentlemen, as fellas, as bros, as whatever, we oftentimes rarely have places where we can discuss our work, our mental health, our desire for more, for greatness, all these things that come across, right? Our mistakes, while also being able to celebrate the things that we're doing well, being able to celebrate the things that we take interest in and enjoy. I had to figure out who I was talking to. And I'm not leaving the ladies out. The ladies that support your boy, I appreciate y'all. Let me talk to, if I can, please let me talk to the fellas right now. Because some of you out there are also in the same boat of, you have these skill sets, you have these means of doing things that you have a unique perspective. And you're in the creative field, a lot of you are. But we don't take our content seriously. This is what I'm saying. We don't really take it seriously. When you look at how much money is being made within the content creation environment and economy, I just got back from NAB and they were talking these numbers. And I was thinking like, man, I don't even have 1% of that with my skill set, with my mind, with my abilities. And they all said the same thing to me. Lo, you're not taking it serious. You're just doing it to do it. Take it serious. Know who you're talking to. Learn your audience. And then add value. This moment is making me take my content creation seriously. I'm not just creating for others. I'm turning the camera inward. And I'm letting my story, my perspective, and all the things that make me who I am, all of my power, show up. One of my favorite scriptures that I teach my kids, and I've taught them all their life, is, I can do all things through Christ, through God, who gives me strength, who strengthens me. The thing that I love about that scripture is that it says something that is an immediate action. I can. See, our brain reacts differently when we hear certain words. Can is a freedom word. your brain instantly knows that it is possible. I can do. I can do. Do is the result of you being free to go pursue something. I can do. All encompasses anything you're seeking. I can do all things. We can do this content. We can be successful. We can get the opportunities that we need. We can live the lives that we are meant to lead if we believe it and do something. I can do all things. My niche is shifting. It's changing. I'm not chasing numbers, but I am chasing a need. I think a lot of you out there need to be able to put this on and listen while you're working out, listen while you're at work, listen while you're driving your car, listen while you're doing whatever it is that you need to do so that you can impart this into your very being. I'm going to make content with a purpose, content with the power of who I've become, the lessons that I've learned, the things that I've endured. I want to serve people who are hungry for what I bring. So many people feel overlooked, and so many people are ready to grow. And if you're sitting there wondering and have been feeling like, man, where do I fit? Where do I belong? Why do I keep just not knowing where I should go and what direction I should go in? I'm telling you, subscribe, follow, lock in, because we are about to change everything when it comes to who we are in our lives. No more prioritizing everything else, everybody else. I'm giving you permission. You can do all things. You can do all things. You can do all things. Right here. This is what we do. This is who we are. What I do content-wise is an extension of who I am as a being. The way I see things, the way I imagine things only comes as an extension of my being. See, we forget that we are human beings. Beings means you are being something. There's only one of us. There's one of me, one of you. You're a one of one. Even a twin was split from the same chromosomes and cells cannot be the same being. They can look alike, but there's still something different. You gotta know that. We're gonna trust the transition. They're not comfortable. I'm telling you, man, this is something I'm living firsthand. Transitioning from being on top of the mountain time and time again to now you having to figure it out in the valleys. It's not comfortable, but they are necessary. It's hard to go from mountaintop to mountaintop. You ever see how small the mountaintop is? The next mountaintop, the space in between, you can't jump from peak to peak. It's impossible. It's not impossible, but it's very challenging. If you ever watch climbers talk, climbers will tell you that it doesn't matter. The greater the peak, the wider the base, the harder the climb. And I realized I had got so comfortable with the smaller climbs. Could be somebody bringing me in, small climb for me. But now I got a Everest. I got a Yosemite. I got a Kirojima or whatever. I'm just, all these mountains that are known for the climb. The amount of people who can scream and testify that they've been to the mountaintop and seen the view from up there are few and far to find. But that's where we are. But that does not mean it is impossible. I can do all things. You can do all things. I'm learning that discomfort is part of the development. Boy, is it uncomfortable not knowing where your next job is coming from? Is it uncomfortable knowing you have every means to do what needs to be done and help? And it's just like, man, I fix one thing, it's like something else falls apart. I fix this and something else falls apart. I wait for this and this loses me the opportunity to go here. All these things, it's uncomfortable. Transitions are not meant to be comfortable. They're still necessary. They're not uncomfortable, but they're not comfortable. Perspective of how we approach these things really matters, in the sense of we got to know that I'm not going to shrink in these moments, even if it means that I have to be stretched. See, there's a difference. Stretching means that you're still intact and you're still in a position to go forward. Shrinking means that you played small, that you minimized yourself in a way that now you don't have the ability to show up at all. See, everything I've done to this point has been about serving others. I've recalibrated that, and I want you to do the same. And instead of being someone that is immediate to serve, I want you to be conscious of your impact. It's all about impact. I'm looking to impact your life, someone else's life, my life. And just getting on here, like, let's talk about a topic and let's see if this can get some good SEO. And SEO is driving your alignment versus you trusting what's inside of you. It's really just truly about just fully telling the truth. And by doing that, we honor our own stories, our own journey, just as much as I honor others. And I said this to myself the other day. I'm like, why would I care so much about the stories of others? I would give my body, my time, my skills to telling these stories of others and not put the same amount of love and embrace into my own. Sometimes the slowdown is the setup for our breakthrough. I want to end with this. You don't need permission to choose yourself. But boy, will you feel unstoppable when you do. That's good. I'm going to say that again. You don't need permission to choose yourself. But boy, will you be unstoppable. But boy, will I be unstoppable when I do. When you do. It's your boy Lo, man. I thank y'all for listening, tuning in today. It is my prayer and desire that you listen to everything that we talked about today, giving yourself permission, giving myself permission, that it's not selfishness for us to do so. It is a necessary action. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Share this with somebody. Comment. Let me know if this impacted you at all. You don't even have to say nothing. Just put not a fire emoji. What's a good emoji to giving ourselves permission? Keys. Put a key in the comment if you got to this point. Put a key in the comment. I know you're a real one. Put a key in the comment, because today we unlock something within ourselves. We unlock something within ourselves that's going to open so many other doors. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. Giving ourselves permission, because we've been holding back for way too long. Until next time, man, thank y'all again. Make sure you follow me on socials. I'm really big on IG, bro. I'm loving Threads. I'm trying to get back into Threads a little bit more, where I can just like put these thoughts out. And if you have a project, if you need any type of docu-style, production, man, holla at your boy. If you need some editing, I'm here. I have really good rates. I'm working, especially if you're within my loyalty crew. Put that in the email or message, and we'll definitely work something out. I love supporting people who support me. It's a beautiful thing, man. We going forward. Let's, I know I didn't do it in the beginning, but I want to go out. Yeah, man. Y'all know I love my intro. It's the world according to Lo, man. It's your boy Lo. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in. I hope today's episode gave you a fresh perspective on the cultural and creative forces shaping our world. If you enjoyed the conversation, make sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss out on our latest episodes. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so don't forget to leave a rating and review. Stay connected with us on social media for behind-the-scenes content, updates, and more. Until next time.